Good morning, future Fanatics customers. I am Fanatics. Resistance is futile. You will soon purchase all of your sports cards, collectibles, autographs, and jerseys from Fanatics. Resistance is futile. Did you see this coming? Good morning, sports card Wild West marketplace collectors, inventors, investors, hobby venturists. Wow, man. Wow. Holy smokes. Let me just say, in my wildest dreams, I don't think I saw this one coming. Like, I always kind of worried that Panini would become the board, that Panini would gobble up everybody. Oh, Panini, watch out for Panini. Panini's such a meanie. Holy Fanatics. Ooh, well played. Well played. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you something. That's big news. That is big news. I can't really wait for the real news to come out and find out what's happening. All I'm hearing about is the panic thoughts, right? People are upset, shocked, mad, angry, ranting. I listened to a little bit of everything last night. I heard somebody actually defend this could be good, right? And then he, of course, said, well, we don't know what we're going to get. Fanatics could be worse. And let's put it this way. Have you ever seen one company do a great job when they have an absolute monopoly? I have not. Look, we're going to talk about this for a few minutes. I'm going to dive into this. Then we'll dive around the YouTube world and stuff like that. But I dropped a video last night because it's my way of getting kind of a quick response out. And it's something that no one else was talking about. And it was simply, look, is it time to unite? Is it time? And I'm not saying, oh, we're going to overthrow Fanatics. We're going to take them. No, we're not going to do that. We can't fight business, but we are the lifeline of business, right? We're what makes Fanatics money. Right? We're the consumers, the collectors, the hobbyists, the flippers, the hobby venturists. Okay. So I've been complaining for a long time and thought, with all these masses of people, maybe we'd have this movement to like a, users community, or I don't know, what was it back in the day? Fan clubs, whatever, with a voice. And you could have like somebody say, hey, we represent 1 million, active sports card hobbyists, blah, 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 blah. And they could speak on our behalf. I think now is the time, better than ever, that we need to do this, right? For so many reasons. Right, regardless of what happens with Fanatics, I think with the hobby being the way it is, with it having this vitalization of love and blood and people and whatever, we need to come together and put together kind of like a hobby congress, right? And have some breakers and some manufacturers and some people come together. And I think we could at least give guidance to Fanatics of how we'd like to see products in the future. I'm sure they don't have to listen to us. But I also think we could take our message to the leagues. I've been saying this forever, and say, look, leagues, love what you're doing, applaud it, make money, great job, but maybe you should include a clause in there for competition, right? Why give Fanatics exclusive sole rights? Do you really, really, really? I'm sure they go, man, do you see the check Fanatics gave us? And I'm like, holy smokes. But Ken, think about this. Can't they do anything to push back for just a teeny weeny bit of? And I'm thinking right now, who better to help organize this than Panini and Topps, okay? If I'm Panini and Topps right now, how crazy did your week just happen? I'd love to talk to anybody from that company because you had to go from being high on a kite. I just might stop to check you out. Whoa, they go wild. Yeah, got the blisters in the sun and boom. What happened? I mean, Jesus Christ. Seriously, like I watched part of Panini's going direct, and it's clearly before this announcement. But Tracy, dude, are you happy with this? I know the company lines and Panini is fine, and we can move forward and blah, 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 blah. But, dude, you got to be thinking to yourself, holy knees buckling, right? Do you start interviewing now, or do you hope that they come in and just hire away the entire, the vision of your company? I'm also thinking about back in my head, Carvin. Remember Carvin Chung? Dude, you got to think someone's calling him and going, will you come to Fanatics and build the next national treasure / exquisite? The man's made 2 of the best brands in the hobby. That man is priceless right now. Okay. He could come in and fumble and someone else could create the product, but his name on whoever Fanatics is going to launch would be absolutely just woo. I'll even tell you, dude, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking maybe I should get my resume together and see if I can't go run cybersecurity for Fanatics. You're going to need it. You really are. You're going to need a CISO. I could be some CISO work. I would love to do some CISO work. I'm just blown away. I really am. I think, okay, reality, I don't think people are going to do jack because we're lazy. We won't organize. Nothing's going to happen. But if you're out there and you're listening to me, I think it's time to organize. Let's get some people, some big names, and say, let's organize, let's write a petition, and try to get some competition in the marketplace. If not, we should make kind of a recommended hobby bills, hobby recommendations, right? Like right now is a good time to say, look, here's what I tell Fanatics. Look, you're going to dominate the sports card market. You got those passionate collectors, and you're going to have, you got to grow the community and make money type of thing. So they should come out with collectible products that they release print runs on after a so period of time. Like after 5 years, we release the print run of Fanatics aluminum, because I don't think they can use any other metal names right now. They're all taken. Or Fanatics circles in the bath, not blue scope or not shower. No, there's only a few names they can use. Anyway, when they come out with these, you're going to need to lure us over to them, right? So make garbage ones that you can overprint and make ones that you don't. Keep collectability. If someone could preserve my confidence in collectability in the new Fanatics, it would go a long way. It really would. What happens between now and then? That's what I'm going to wonder about. Like right now, we just entered, what do we call this? The lame duck era. Lame duck is the term they give for the president after he's waiting to leave office and the new Congress comes in. So they basically make him a lame duck where he can't get anything done. I mean, can Topps or Panini do anything right now to get our attention? Right? I mean, because right now we're like, it's only 2 more years of Topps left. Only 2 more years of Prism left. Everybody's be selling it like it's magic. Oh, it's your last 2 seasons. You have to buy some now. There'll be plenty of it. Okay, let me just point out. There will be plenty, because another thing is Panini and Topps are like, screw it. Print as much as you can, right? Why do they care? If they're getting the licenses taken away from them, if this, poop's hitting the fan, they're like, no. Let it all go to hell. Burn the... You see what I'm saying? So what's going to happen in the next few years? Now, again, me thinking, I will say, let me disclose to you. I have been moving away from physical cards for quite some time now, and I have been moving towards NFTs. I actually feel better about NFTs this morning than I did yesterday morning. And let me explain to you why. You want to hear why? You want to hear why? Let me tell you why. They didn't take away the NFT licenses. They got the sports card, the physical sports card license. It's well-defined. There's legal laws around that. That's a pretty strong fence. They've got, Upper Deck, Panini, Topps. They have built these ditches, and they took it all and said, it's all mine. It's all theirs, right? Now, in the NFT space, could they do the same thing? They could, but why would they? Why do they care? And why would NBA or UFC allow that? They're like, dude, this NFT stuff's making me tons of money. I get residual income on every freaking contract. No, you can't have exclusivity. So I don't think, in fact, if I'm Panini, if I'm Topps right now, I'm freaking doubling down in the NFT space. Okay. I really am. I'm using that as my anchor on how I'm going to build collectability in the future. It's got to be digital now. They took away your cards. Now, Panini, you can run back to Europe with your stickers. You got your stickers, right? And you can bring stickers here. So I don't know how that would work, but Panini's in a much better position. They still got a global name. They don't have to do anything, I got the hat on. So again, for me, this is my selfish, logical thinking. I think the NFTs are in a better position than they've ever been. Panini could spend the next 10 years re-releasing, art from previous products they've had, right? An NFT style. And if they can't get the physical card license, they could take those physical brands into the digital world. And maybe they saw that coming. Maybe this is the beginning, because you could see Prism coming out every year in NBA, but in NFTs. And they could get sexier with motion and objects of that. But I feel more comfortable. In fact, I even feel comfortable with stuff like Top Shot right now. It's probably sitting there going, well, damn, this is great. Because again, there's people who lose confidence in cards who are like, well, I'm with Top Shot, man. I'm going team Top Shot. So super, super interesting, exciting times, in my opinion, with what's going on. Fanatics, that is a major shakeup in the hobby, just major. And I don't think, we all talked about, man, big stuff is happening. This happened. That is the biggest eruption in the hobby that I've known, that I've been part of. That's like the shot heard around the world. That's like, and the way it came to, man, my understanding is basically, I would have loved to have been the rep for either any of the companies in the room. But can you imagine, okay, you're Fanatics, right? You're going there, the commissioner say, yeah, what's up, commissioner? Hey, man, what's up? You just been partying, dapping out with some of your friends in the hallway. There are probably some NBA players. You're Fanatics, man. You got everybody, right? Hey, I've been thinking about, when I was a kid, I wanted to make sports cards too. And the commissioner's like, really? You want to make sports cards too? And Panini sitting there going, well, we've helped revitalize sports cards from 2009 when it was a dead product till where we are today. And Fanatics like, look, let me just put a number on the table. And Panini, look, here, you are happy to match this, Panini. Let me show you the number first. And he shows the number to Panini. Panini goes, Panini's just dead, right? They're dead. They're like, no, please don't give that to the commissioner. Please don't give it to the commissioner. And he hands it to the commissioner. The commissioner's like, well, this looks like we might have a deal. That's phenomenal, Fanatics. And then he looks over at Panini, and Panini's like, so what do you think? And Panini's like, wow. But think about that. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know. This is my father's office, and the phone's ringing. I'm not gonna answer. I'm just press the button there. I think someone already answered it. Anyway, boy, have you seen a phone in forever? I don't. These things only at your grandparents' house, right? But that's my thoughts. I think, boy, what a kick in the nuts, though. The Panini and Tops, hang in there, Panini and Tops. You guys have products. You still have soccer. You still have soccer. How funny is it that Fanatics did not take the soccer license away? I'm sorry, I'm giggling because it's just funny to me. What about Upper Deck? Is Upper Deck sweating this morning? Or are they trying to do, wouldn't it be funny, dude, if like they announce, if Fanatics bought Upper Deck and let them manage it? Think about that, dude. Because Upper Deck really has some, probably, in my opinion, some of the most creative products, and they're also strict on their distribution. Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious if they bought Upper Deck and they got the Jordan and anyway, that could happen. Let me see. What else did I want to talk about? Let me just go through some of the chat. It's a different morning. I'll pull up the typical stuff in a moment, but here we go. Good morning, Big Unit. Welcome to the show. Great Lord of Rings video yesterday. Do you think someone will call for an organized late night hobby continental congress and let me? I wish they would, dude. Again, here's my problem is the whole PWCC thing just really, in my opinion, also shows the deeper division that I underestimate in the hobby. And what I mean by that, there are a lot of bitter, angry collectors who are like, duh, we knew this at PWCC. I mean, duh. And to quote Carlos, I want to see blood in the streets. There's some of the people who do. They still want to see some pain from some people who kind of come in and looted the hobby from them. So there's a bigger division than I thought there. So I don't know if they're willing to unify. And I also think for those people who are here for money, we won't do it anyway. They're just here for the money, so they'll move on. And they don't see it being any different. Like, oh, Fanatics, who does Fanatics? They don't care, right? So I don't know. Again, I don't know why people aren't talking more about it, but it is what it is. I will say this, though. I was a little surprised. Again, I'm a fan of Dustin's show. Dustin, who else? Somebody else. I can't remember who it was, so I'm not going to say their name. I thought it was another channel. We're very kind of bullish on the PWCC thing. Like, let's wait and see what happens. And I'll tell you, dude, I'm not. I hope PWCC goes bankrupt. Oh, I know Jeff was. Well, let's see what it's like. I have to get my cards back. He has a lot of cards with them. A ton of cards with them. And he's probably like just having a little small heart attack this morning and freaking out. Because we're thinking about the market just changed all this stuff and you can't sell your cards, move those cards. Man, that is crazy. And all those buyers, too, probably have their capital locked up, which means they're not in auctions to buy and sell. So it's cluster right now in the hobby. Cluster. And we forgot about alt stealing your data. I don't know. Yeah, I tell you. So here's my thought on that. Okay, I'm going to applaud this because Fanatics is a smart business company. And I've talked about utility. Think about the utility that Fanatics could add by NFTs, right? Like, for example, they could drop NFT redemptions into physical products. They could put it in packs, and you could win a autographed game jersey from Tom Brady that Fanatics has negotiated and has. That could be worth huge money, right? Think about that, huge value, and people would chase like crazy to get that redemption. Or they can make NFTs like Funko did with NFTs where you can redeem them for something. They can do the same thing. They're smart. They will innovate. Here's another thing I'd love to see them. Fanatics, if you're listening, Fanatics, if you are listening, the Borg have a message for you. Make a set registry. That is right. Make a global set registry and provide rewards and prizes and shirts and jerseys and boxes. And you can do it. They would be. Fanatics would be awesome at doing that. Think about that. My whole set registry idea, they can make a thing, say, hey, here are the sets we're listing. They can be their sets, whatever ones they want to highlight. Complete the set and submit your slab registration serial numbers for these, authorized slab dealers, whichever ones that sign up with them, as co-sponsors, bam. And then you get an NFT at the end, or you get a jersey at the end, or you get a box of something at the end. Man, that is the way to go. I'm just going off. It's just going off. It is Friday morning. Hope Friday treats you all well. Me too, John. Hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm doing house sitting this weekend. A little family time, and talking to some friends. Doing well. What's happening, Global? Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. I'm hoping to go with double coverage sometime this weekend, go live with those guys and rip open some tops. Bundesliga. Bunga, Bundesliga. Good morning. Good morning from the dirty South. Emily is dragging this morning. Good morning, Emily. Hope you're doing well. Hey, she could be a little down. She might be taking this whole merger thing a little further than you thought. Okay, so give her some space there, Nats, man. Give her a little space. Good morning, hobby people. Except grifters. I hope every grifter gets a paper cut today. Me too, man. Me too. A big, fat, nasty paper cut, like in the middle of their hand right here, so it irks them all day long. And then every now and then when they wash it, the salt or the soap gets in it, just to remind them, "Ooh, I grifted somebody. Ooh, I grifted somebody." Just something like that. Or maybe they stub their toe. That's another good one for grifters. Stub your toe. What is up, Pittsburgh? Dude, what is up, man? I'm going to give you a shout out there. I like what you guys are doing there, TGT. Again, it's innovation like that I hope that others will adapt. You should reach out to Fanatics. Everybody should be reaching out to Fanatics, okay? If you have a Fanatics relationship, strengthen the Fanatics relationship. One thing they could do is really change distribution, like the Go GTSs of the world, the Beckett's who bought Southern Hobby. Those guys are going, they're a little concerned. Now, nothing money can't fix, but now's opportunity. Opportunity is in the wind. I can't wait for somebody really intelligent to break it down and tell us everything happened. I will say last night, Paul Lesko was on, gosh, is it the Hobby? Above the Hobby? I'll try to pull it up on my stream in a minute, but really good show. I really enjoyed listening. Let's go, Trevor. Good morning. I'm meeting up with Trevor tomorrow. We're going to meet up in person, man, and we're going to be cooking on some cool new content. More to come on that. I'm looking forward to meeting in person, hanging out. Super excited. Looking forward to you and Snoop doing a collab. Absolutely, dude. I am as well. I will definitely work with him on a Saturday, Thursday. I love his channel. I followed him last year at Hobbypalooza first time. Yeah, this is going to be crazy, don't you think? Absolutely. Trademark licensing. Pinot Man and these guys get nasty infections with it. Yeah, nasty infections with that paper cut. Man, it's just, is this good or bad? I will say everything that's happened in the hobby in the last years has led to this moment, right? All the money and the cards rising in prices and people doing this and people doing that, that has led to this attention where Fanatics was like, I mean, they just basically Jeff Bezos us, didn't they? Right? Because think about it. They are a distributor, right? They have distributing access. They are a storefront, and they bought the licensing rights to the manufacturers of all sports cards. It's pretty big. Could Fanatics sell the license to authorize Panini to print Prism? They could, but I heard one of the best explanations for this, John, the other day. And it came from Carvin Chung. He was on Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzes. I've said that too. I said, why don't they do a license swap? Why don't they sub each other? And he goes, why? Like he says, like, does Microsoft and Apple, do a version where you can run Windows? No, right? They don't. They function as different businesses. They recognize each other. Competition's good. Squishing competition's good as well. Like killing off these names actually add legacy to the names themselves, right? Because, like, let's say, for example, I mean, Bowman is special to me. I get teary-eyed thinking of Bowman not being around. Like, what becomes my prospecting card? And let me just answer that to you. Holy smokes, with the NLI licensing, you could have a whole new brand new product being launched sooner than later from Fanatics, right? So anyway, you got a name like Bowman. Do you want Fanatics to drag that name forward and ruin it? Or do you just want them to let it die and then let me enjoy classic Bowman products? Bowman. And that might be a product that sees a boost in value over the next few months as people hoard away Bowman or hoard away Topps flagship. I could see that happening. But no, I don't see them doing sub-licensing. The best I think we could do is talk to the leagues and say, look, guys, as collectors just want to say we're a little concerned about the monopoly. Why don't you do dual licenses for everything? For everybody, Fanatic can have one, and then you have to sign some other license to some other company just to make it fair. I will say, I think part of why that won't happen, from what I've heard, and this news was shared to me by Jeff, and I who else shared it? Somebody else did. It sounds to me like Fanatics has the league sitting at the table. Like I believe they included the NBA, the NFL, MLB, all these leagues to be participants in Fanatics. So that being the case, that is genius. That is freaking Borg-like, man. That is like lock it up. And if that's the case, then maybe we hope the leagues. I don't know. It's going to be concerning. The Wild West just got a lot more wild this week. It absolutely. Well, it's interesting. It did, but it's like one sheriff just announced, "This is all mine now." So now we're going to fluster and run around and knife and stab and kill and cheat and rob. But when they come in and they make that dominion theirs, it could be interesting. It could be a better world, right? It could be where the new products could be amazing, right? Print runs could be short. They could have numbering. They could have new technology. They could do so many other things that could make it better. Production could be better. They could own their production. They can add back real game-used relics and game-used quality. I mean, that's another thing I'd say, that even if we organize just as a voice to just say to the new company, to Fanatics, here's what we'd like to see. Here's what 1 million card collectors would like to see happen, right? I think it's a powerful voice. And I'd also say, too, for those people out there who were looking for jobs, this might be an opportunity to go over there and make it a good place. Now, I worry about that because I'm sure some bad people will go over there, too. But anyway, it is what it is. I honestly think overall, I'm more bullish today than I was yesterday. I don't mind the change. I don't mind it. And I'll tell you another reason. Like I said, I really feel more secure with the blockchain than I did before. I think it makes perfect sense. A great place to be collecting for the next 3 or 4 years would be on the blockchain. And again, if I'm Panini and Topps of these guys, I'm investing more in the blockchain. I'm like, dude, over here, get your exercise, because residual income, guys, is huge for these guys. They're going to make so much money off these NFTs that it's going to be nasty. Would it be easy to get wax completely remotely close to MSRP? I don't know. What I would say is Fanatics has done a better job at getting stuff direct to consumer than the distribution system has. So I do think that you would have a better opportunity. Topps still producing MLB product exclusively until the end of 25. That's right. There's be several years. I thought there's an overlap year or two. New York Davey, but I can't recall. And you're right. 4 years is a long time, especially for young people. That's like a generation for them. Like, they'll come, go, get drunk, have a girlfriend, come back, and like, oh my God, Topps still has the license? Yep. Hockey, I agree, is interestingly not part of the deal. Not yet. Or soccer. But it also shows me Fanatics they're not unaware of it, right? They're aware of it. They could do something there. So we'll have to see what happens. You can run Windows on Apple computers. Yes, but it's not the native operating systems don't support it. Those are what's third-party software, right? If I'm not mistaken. Parallel. I could be wrong. They don't like each other. You get my sense. They're not too friendly. Anyone else remember the days when Panini made the distributor keep their prices half of the month so that they weren't allowed to drop the price? I absolutely do, Krabby. In fact, here's a great story. I remember back in the day when I came to the hobby, it used to drive me crazy that they would get these boxes and cases, but they couldn't open it until release night. Like, you'd see them in Facebook groups going, "Here it is, man." I'm like, "Well, let's rip it open." They're like, "No, I can't do it until midnight, or until 10 o'clock, or Panini will take over my life." I'm like, "Really? Are you serious to me?" And then you're right. They had price rules where they had to set it at suggested retail price, and they couldn't reduce it. It wasn't even increase it. They couldn't reduce it for so long because they didn't want people racing to the ground to get rid of it, right? Because basically, when you're competing at local card stores, I know that, hey, in the 5th week, it's going to start getting its price cut. So I start calling around, "Hey, are you selling any? What are you selling at? What are you selling?" This is back in the day when it didn't sell out. So you're absolutely right, Krabby. I do remember those days. I absolutely remember those days. Those days will come back. Have faith. I kind of feel the same thing has happened to the Raiders and just going to keep going. Is that the Las Vegas Raiders? You can buy Microsoft Office software for. Okay. That's true. You absolutely can buy the Office for the Mac OS. Well, they want that market space. Just like Internet Explorer works on all of them. But they don't, and I'm not going to argue this with you, Davey. I was stealing somebody else's analogy that he said it. and it made sense to me as well. And I'll find it. I think it was Carbon Chung, because first comment was he said to Lucas, Tigers and Bronze, don't you guys compete? Would you have another channel on your channel? And they both said no, we would. We collaborate all the time. So it's like, oh, okay. So your channels don't compete, but would Microsoft and Apple? And he gave that as an example, and it stuck for me. So that's what I'm going with. Okay. Who knows what happened in 5 years? Exactly. Think about 5 years ago. I mean, think about 1 year ago. In fact, I'm going to share a video with you at that moment. You were right. It was a wholesaler who'd be concerned. Fanatics doesn't need them. The world's largest distributor provider is Amazon. Yeah. Again, I think this is good for the consumer. I do. I think for the consumer, the collector, I also think you could capture a whole new generation of people who come into cards and go, I don't give a who tops who. What's tops mean? Sounds like some, dreidel. It's a top. Is that what it is? I don't know. It's a great story, man. Mom who Into Stocks was calling me because she was supposed to in a merger. Ooh. My mom, who's the stock, is calling me because they were supposed to get in the merger. Ooh, wow. House merger is up for a vote on Wednesday, I believe. I got to think that's not going to happen. I mean, you tell me why I would want to merge with the Tops who has absolutely no license. Now, I'm not saying it's doom and gloom. Shoot, I could turn the company around in a heartbeat. Come over and call me, and let's get working on those NFTs. But I don't think that merger goes through. I think Tops could continue to produce unlicensed baseball cards, and people would still buy them. That is true. I do agree with you. And they have the art stuff, but it's still kicking the balls, right? Update looks like gold now. Do you think so? Actually, it is gold. Okay, fair enough. Tops can't do that either. The MLB Players Union was licensed. Panini Tops don't have that license, so no player images. Ooh, good morning. Okay, let me just share a few things in my screen with you. With my screen. I have not watched this. I look forward to catching that. This right here about the card. Check this out. Good episode last night. Look at the audience. They have the
that's gonna be the play of the day.
Okay, so you got Big Shep on here, Junk Waxed on here, our trading cards, Ryan's on here, Chris, and then Paul. Let's go. Paul is the lawyer. Really great audience. I mean, great group of guys. It's funny. I used to be on most of these guys at Hobby Hotline. I'm just really realizing that now. Interesting. I love this show, by the way. I don't listen to as much. They're late night. They're California based, but big fan of the show, guys. So if you're listening, I do recommend checking these guys out. Really good conversation last night. Because Paul Lesko gives some legal discussion points about this, and I thought that was critical. So that's why I want to pull this up and get your attention to it. What else? What else? I can't remember what else I was going to show you guys. Tops Montgomery Club. I wonder if I want to be a member now. Here is the news stories from the Daily Hobby. Great website to check out, guys. NFL part of Fanatics deal as well. Just talks a little bit about this. Okay, and again, my understanding is they came in and made an offer that the others, all three unions will have a stake in the entity. See, so the players will be part of this entity. Wow. So again, I'm waiting for the dust to settle. When does this mean? When's it going to take place? When will the last year of National Treasures be? When will the last year of this be? Hey, will LeBron's son come out before or after this swap? Will Fanatics be putting out LeBron's son? That would be big, man. You know what I'm saying? Big news. What else? There's market information here. God, there was something else I wanted to share with you guys. I can't remember what it is. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I might have gotten kicked out of the account. Oh, so this video, Cards and Comics. That's another one that I watched last night. When everything going on, it's so hard to pay attention. But this is a great video talking about the history of PWCC. I'll leave it at that. Again, with all the news right now, it's like, oh, really? PWCC? Like, they're happy too. They're like, well, maybe these people will forget what we did. And they probably will. They probably will. But check it out. Cards and Comics is a great video here. Breaking down the lack of accountability in the hobby, how these people move around. And with all the smoke and going on right now, it's going to be sad. More of the NFT stuff over here to the left. Here we just check out Topps' price right now. Only down a little bit, 990. See what happens there. NFTs. Here's the NFT project I'm working on now. It is not an investment idea. It is a terrible investment idea. This is just for fun. Don't even play it. Don't even come here. Stay away from this. It's not fun. It sucks. Here's Panini. That's what you got there, blockchain stuff. I'm actually happy they're kind of in a lull right now. Things are kind of slowed down. I could use time to breathe. And some of these are going for some pretty cheap prices. Color Blast. I love the Color Blast. I really do. It's my favorite NFT I have are the Color Blast. They are just absolutely gorgeous. We got Topps over here. Bazooka. My Unpacked. My collection. Okay. I think that's it. I have nothing else to say. I think I've talked about everything that was important. We covered some of the things going on around the hobby. And we'll go ahead and just wrap it up. I think it is too, but I think again with the players being involved in it, maybe it's a good thing, right? We will see. It's going to take years for it to happen. If you want my opinion, watch my show. Absolutely going to watch the show. You'll be watching today. We'll get over there. Fanatics will sell their wax direct from the factories. Yep, I definitely think they can. Headline news today: Topps merger with dies because killed in trading you. Wow. Wow. So let me just say that. Think of all the Topps employees right now who are just not very happy today. I mean, that's a kick in the snugglies, in the no-no spot, man. And again, Panini too. They were thinking they were going to get acquired. Markets booming. I mean, things could not have been better for Panini and Topps. And boy, what a smack! I mean, wow. I'm just going to say I feel for these people. I feel for them. I mean, they have jobs still, and it's not the end of the world, right? But uncertainty like that sucks. So my heart goes out to them. Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm the one of the guys who won't buy Panini because there's no logos. Yep, I won't either. I don't buy Panini baseball. I'm even having hard times buying Panini baseball NFTs. I'm probably going to pass on that, just out of principle, and then be mad that I pass on it. Don't quite know what it means for the mud stock. It means that's not good. How big is Topps money grab now? That is just a kick in the snuggly spot, man. Hologram. How about NFTs? How about NFTs that have a card with it? Well, again, I don't think they can do that. Like, I mean, Panini has beaten the heck out of Upper Deck for anything they tried to do. I do think, again, I think NFTs are where they can take their products out. Mud stock expires with whatever your predetermined floor price is. Wow. Thank you, Filmington. Good to have you, sir. Welcome. I think that's a great idea. Again, I don't think they can do it. They could do. Could they do print the NFT? And it's not a physical card. I don't know. Because that's what I was asking about yesterday, right? Panini making a business where they can print your NFT, make a physical version of your digital collection. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so. But I'm not as concerned. I think there'll be some shakeup in general. I think crypto is still raging. So I think crypto is what feeds NFTs more than sports card collectors. I don't think sports card collectors feed NFTs. I think it's crypto. Crypto's up. That's why NFTs are up. I also think that's why sports cards get money. It's because crypto's up. It trickles down. There's bigger money made in crypto still than in sports cards. I'm 40, been collecting 35 years, Topps 54 years today. If they don't get Topps license, I might be done. That's sad, man. That's sad. I understand, though. I understand. Yeah, I still have a Topps NFT unopened. You still have that one unopened. It's down to like $30 a pack. It was up to like $75 a pack. Still 30. That's still 6x what it was. I think it started at $5. Do you know where HGA laid off folks? I heard that. Thanks for mentioning that, Nats, man. I saw that in Retro's card thing, and I'm not surprised, right? You can't continue to grow just because demand's going to change, right? And I think you're going to see that eventually from other companies as well. Not right away. Panini's got, not Panini, PSA's got several years, but eventually they're going to catch up, and their grading's going to be the guy. I'm like, well, go back to the bar. You can pop open beers now. Sorry. Okay, I got to get off so I can get Brad on. I want to listen to Brad's show. I like it when you register to make the card. So I'm glad Topps rejected my job application a few months ago. I was still shocked from yesterday. Dude, me too. Oh, vintage is strong. Vintage is vintage. There is great force in the vintage. Guys, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. It is Friday. Look, I'm probably going to be back and do something live tomorrow because I just like to chat. And I got some NFT content I want to get out. So I'll be back. I think I'm dropping my COM-C selling tips this afternoon around 5 or 6. But I'll definitely be back tomorrow with something live. And then Sunday night, I have a few people who will likely be guests on Open Up Mic Night. So look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again. Have a great day. Have a great Friday.